everyone. Welcome. Everybody coming in. Why don't you chime in the chat where you're coming in from? Look at everybody who's here already. Chime in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. Hi, Arati. I see you waving there. Hi, Judy. Welcome. So good to see the beautiful faces out there. Super Jules, I see you, dear. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, look at everybody. Look at this party we're having. I'm so excited to be here. Yes, chime in the chat. Where are you coming from? Let me see what we have going on here. Let me see. Oh gosh, we've got Florida and Utah, and we've got Ayushakti. Anne is here from and I know you're having the most amazing time there. Coming from the heart, Romney. Okay, that's so cute. I love that. Thank you. Who else is here? Vietnam, beautiful. And Seattle and New York. From the USA, Kim. Hi, Kim. Welcome from the USA. So good to have you here. Yes, welcome to our Sunday inspiration call. We love that you are here. Sarasota, I hope it's warm down there. Beautiful, beautiful. You guys, it's so beautiful to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. And I know maybe some of you don't know who I am. I am Rochel Ritkers, and I have the distinct pleasure and honor of co-hosting today's experience with Jerem Egan, who will be with you in just a moment. So welcome. Hi, Loretta. Welcome. Good to see you, Jill. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I want you to chime in the chat what you are grateful for. This is going to open up our call today. Hi, Padmalaya. Good to see you, dear. This is going to open up our call today. So just chime in the chat what you are grateful for. And while you are doing that, I'm just going to tap into the center of me and see what's going on inside of me. You know, I was out in my yard today, and I am so grateful for the birds and the beautiful lush greenery out there. It rained yesterday, so everything looks so vibrant and so beautiful. And I'm also amazingly grateful for all of you. Oh my gosh, what a good crowd we have here already this morning. Bless you all. Bless you for being here on this inspiration call. And let's see here. 28-day, we're going to acknowledge that. Grateful for the 28-day detox. We're going to acknowledge that in just a minute. But who said that? Let me see where that is. If you who said that on the 28-day, Susan, would you be willing to unmute yourself and just share briefly what you are so grateful about with regard to the 28-day detox? Susan, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? I'm not seeing you. Jonathan, do you see her?
I am.
Oh, we hear you, dear. Okay. Do you have your camera on, dear?
How do I do that? Start video 1 minute. Oh, no, I just turned it off. 1 minute. Oops.
Hi, Susan. Susan is a dear friend of mine.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Susan. Yes.
There. I don't know why I'm not getting, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead and share. What is it about the 28-day detox that you're so excited about, Susan?
Well, I feel really good. I know I'm doing something amazing for myself, which is not only working on detoxing my body, but it's also bringing up a lot of emotional and psychological things that need to come up and out. And I just feel that this is a turning point in my life. I have used food emotionally. I've been an emotional eater my whole life. And since January, when I read the book, I've lost I felt like Dr. Naram came personally to me. I've now lost 19 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
And I feel as though I'm awakening to a new way of being. And I just feel so grateful And the food is wonderful. I feel like I'm on a journey in India, and I'm learning incredible ways to cook, and it's just fun. And it's challenging, believe me, but today's my 7th day, so it's my detox day. I'm waiting till after the call so I could be here for Jerem and share with everyone, but just very happy and excited.
Oh my gosh, Susan, thank you so much for sharing that. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
And I am so inspired.
One more thing.
Okay.
I started this because I've been having leg problems with a lot of electrical nerve problems in my legs. And before I went to a neurologist and went that route, I wanted to try this. And I would say that it's about 70% improved with everything that I've been doing with Ayushakti. And
Oh my gosh.
so I'm in it to win it.
Susan, you're on day 7 and already you've lost how much weight?
Oh no, since January I started.
Oh, okay, since January. Okay.
And
And
I've been organic. I haven't been on a diet, but Dr. Naram has been working with me.
oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. What a beautiful way to open up our Sunday morning inspiration call. Wow, that's so inspiring. Bless you, dear. Yes, it's so awesome. All right, who else do we have here that's got some gratitude to share? Okay, I see this beautiful saloon. Salunki, is that how you say your name, dear? Are you there? Would you like to step into the call?
Yes, I'm there. Absolutely there.
Would you?
Hello.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Vivek.
Yes,
Hello.
your wisdom came through in your statement. Would you like to share with us what you're grateful for?
Yeah, basically, I'm grateful that I'm very existence. I'm live right now. And another thing, I'm amongst the best people in the world right now, sharing so much of love, so much of wisdom. So I'm really grateful for each and everything.
Oh,
Because I've read that book and I'm very much inspired by Dr. Naram, and I'm going to attend the next 100 days seminar. So I'm working on that. So I'm really waiting for that. Yeah. Thank you
oh
so
my
much.
goodness. Am I saying your name right? Salunki? Is that it?
Salunki.
Salunki.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, and isn't it beautiful? I'm holding the book up for those who haven't seen this. Maybe you have new people on the call today, but this is the book,
Yes.
Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer.
And
it's
I
written
feel
by
that
Dr.
everybody should see. I feel that everybody should read the book and everybody should attend that 100 days training, which
Oh,
will transform their life like anything, right?
right. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Thank you for that plug, Salunki. I just heard a few minutes ago that the next 100 days training, which we didn't know was going to be, is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be. Soon, 5th of June, it is going to start.
Yes, June 5th, it's going to start.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Salunki. This is beautiful. So
Yes.
anybody here who's interested in the 100 days challenge, which we completed the first one just a bit ago. I don't know if we have a link for that, but maybe if Jonathan can put a link in the chat, we can, you guys can be involved with that as well. And one other person I wanted to touch base with regard to gratitude is a dear friend from afar. I've not actually met you in person, but Anna Wilkinson, will you come on and share what you are grateful for? She is at Ayush Shakti right now, you guys. And so, oh my gosh, what a blessing. Anne, would you be willing to share?
Yes, I have to tell you, I'm so grateful that I got on that Zoom call on May the 12th last year, and that I've made every call probably since then, because the constant reminder from each other and the constant examples that everyone shares where they apply the Atiti Devo Bhawa and they are starting to express grateful, and you see the changes in them, and then it gives you courage. Because sometimes the Atiti Devo Bhawa is not so easy. It's not always the first, reaction, we'll say. But when you see other people exercising that muscle and it it makes you a little more courageous as where and when to apply it, And sometimes I feel like if you apply it, you're almost saying like everything's okay, no matter what, and you almost make yourself a doormat, but it really doesn't work
Morning,
that way.
baby.
But it works better. Like, example, I was coming to India May 1st, and I got turned back at the airport. Their definition of a paper visa doesn't mean that that your visa is on paper. It means something different. And then I had to come back. But it was funny because when I was leaving my house, there's a very favorite bush I have that's right at my kitchen sink outside the window. And I was leaving and I looked and it looked like the bush was just getting ready to bloom. And it's so beautiful when it blooms. And I said, oh God, I'm not going to get to see it bloom. But you see, as we're sharpening our skills, I think the direct connection is getting really sharp. Because then when I got turned back, and it was many hours to the airport, and my friend, she didn't get turned back, but I needed to make sure she got on her plane because they also made her jump through additional hoops and get more testing and things. So it wasn't easy, and getting the e-visa and all these things, it wasn't so easy. But when I came home that night, do you know the plant had bloomed? And and there was many little tiny things like,
Oh my goodness.
there was many things like my car needed an oil change, was past its time. And if they would have run my car when I was gone, maybe someone would have blown up. So when I had that extra time that I wasn't, aware that I would have back at my home, many little details that, maybe might have had a problem when I was gone, I got to attend to. So instead of getting upset and angry, I was a little shocked because I was well prepared to be in quarantine alone for 7 days. My mind was prepared for that. And then I needed to come home and work like Superwoman, but at the same time play with that at some moment here, I don't know exactly when, I need to be back in that mind frame so not to lose it. But and so even, it was an amazing journey. I'm here and the place is fantastic. It's fantastic.
Well, we are all sending you so much love, and thank you so much for sharing your.
I hope to share enough that makes everyone want to come here.
Yes, absolutely. Bless you, dear. Thank you. Oh my gosh,
wonderful.
I'm so excited. We're
very
all living vicariously through you, right?
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. And next, I want to ask my beautiful, amazing, wise co-host, Jerem Egan. What are you grateful for, Jerem?
Well, first and foremost, grateful for this wonderful Ancient Secrets group and the Siddha Veda lineage, which has brought me so much depth of experience, not only physically with improvements in my joints and my energy level, but primarily, I don't feel like I've ever experienced my heart this deeply. And that to me is the greatest gift. Just to be able to share in this moment with you all. Right now, what I'd like to do with Jonathan's help is to share a piece of music. This is two wonderful musician friends, Kim Rosen and Kathy Malik, a 1995 song called Be Still and Know, which is a reminder to us that we are all divine at the core, and to bring us into that awareness and bring us into our hearts for the rest of this call. So Jonathan, if you're out there, thank you.
Can everyone hear that?
I can hear it.
It's perfect, Jonathan.
Love, be still and know that I am that I am with you. Be still and feel that I am real in every light, in every shadow. Be still and know I never left your side, not since you said goodbye and wandered off through the dark and forgot your way home. Oh, love, be still and know that I am God, that I am with you. Be still and hear that I am near. Your every breath, that's what I live through. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still
Just started.
and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still.
Oh my goodness. Is everybody feeling what I'm feeling? Such centered peace. Thank you, Jerem. That was exquisite. Wow. Would
My
you be,
pleasure to share.
yeah, are you willing to put in the chat where people can find that as well?
Yes. I'll do that in a moment or two.
Okay,
Yeah.
super, super.
So
Beautiful. So we have some announcements, and while Dr. Clint is not here, he's definitely with us, and he has sent us some announcements. So we want to share these with you. We have talked about one in that if you do want to go deeper in your learning of the Siddha Veda lineage and the beautiful Ayush Shakti trainings, there is a link, and Jonathan, you probably have that. So if we can put that link in the chat for attending the 100 Days Challenge. It starts again on June 5th, which is so amazing. And if you were a part of that before, just chime in the chat the level of experience that you had with that and what you feel like you gained in a brief sentence or so. So people will have an opportunity to experience the power of that 100-day challenge. And additionally, for those of you on the leadership team, we are going to have a meeting May 17th at 8 o'clock Pacific time. So do the math related to that. And those people already know who they are, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew of the next meeting. And in addition, let's see. With regard to the 100-day challenge, there's an early bird registration will be on May up through, the last early bird registration is up through May 30th. So make sure you get in on that early bird, because always there's a discount when you have the early bird experience, right? So if you are even a little bit stirred, dive in there and check out that. Generally, the link is myancientsecrets.com and then 100-day challenge online course. So if you just go to myancientsecrets.com, you can find that. And additionally, if you have any health challenges, if you have any health questions, if you are looking to feel even just a little bit better, Dr. Clint's book, and you've seen this already, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, is an amazing, amazing resource for you. And we are actually beginning this week, we're beginning sort of a mini book review, in that we're going over the sections one by one as we move forward in the miracle, or in the, some people call this a miracle call, some people call it an inspiration call. In any case, we're going forward with each section, and today we're sort of featuring the introduction, and we'll get to that here in a few minutes. But if you would like to be a part of having this book, and there is a link for that where the orphans in Nepal will receive part of the proceeds if you go to Dr. Clint's website to order it. So I would encourage you to do that, because we love supporting those beautiful orphans from the orphanage that we have a direct association with. So I really encourage you, if you don't have that, if you want to share some with your friends, go there as well. And Jonathan, if you would put that in the chat, that would be excellent as well.
So many people have had wonderful healing experiences just from reading the book. Some simple things to some profound shifts that they experience. And so we can't say enough about the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer book. It's got a lot of heart in it.
It's so true, Jerem, isn't it? Isn't that why you're here? I mean, that's why I initially was introduced to this group. That's absolutely why. And so it's a catalyst for contagious healing, we like to say, right? And we encourage everyone on this call to be contagious to their family and loved ones, to bring more people into this call to find out more about these amazing ancient secrets and the Siddha Veda lineage that has brought them to us.
And they're so straightforward anyone can do it. We have teenage kids who have amazing experiences just from these teachings.
Beautiful. And then I wanted to call attention to someone very special out there, who has distributed 750 boxes of herbs to poor people in India on Dr. Naram's birthday. Rajani, are you out there, first of all, and would you be willing to unmute yourself and share this incredible experience that you had with this, what a selfless display. Oh my goodness. Are you on there? I'm going to look under.
Rochelle,
Yes,
right before we do that, I got a notification that Marcel is actually, he has to leave in like 10 minutes. So we're hoping
Oh my
to
goodness.
have Marcel share, and then we can go to Rajani.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that, Jonathan. Yes, Marcel, we definitely want to hear from you. If you will unmute, Marcel has an amazing, beautiful update on his mother. Oh my goodness, Marcel, are you there?
How are you? It's good to
Oh, bless
see you.
you. Thank you so much for coming in, dear.
Yeah, I just have a little update because people were here at my graduation on the miracle call. I just shared a story how through the ancient secrets, just learned during home remedies and other recipes. My mom always suffered from eczema. Time she tried everything that the doctors would prescribe, and they never seemed to help at that much. Went into some pretty basic recipes, and I found one that is for neurodermatitis and other skin psoriasis and things of that sort. So I just gave her a pretty simple home remedy, and she ended up taking the home remedy for about a week, and her eczema on her arms and her legs ended up disappearing. And then she actually stopped taking that home remedy every day, and then it came back immediately. It's like, oh, I got to get back on it. So she started taking it again, and it went away. I shared all that last time, which was amazing. But still, after her eczema, her large blotches on her arms and her legs went away, she still was getting a little bit of irritation around her eyes. And she again, which was fine, but she still had a little irritation, just a little bit of stuff going on. She further got some other creams and prescriptions from the doctor, and it didn't go away. But after my graduation, she decided to try the Moonbeam Challenge. So she tried the Moonbeam Challenge, and on day 3, it went away.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not something I was expecting. Yes.
You said that she had this skin
Jerem?
condition for quite a while. I think we're.
I'll jump in. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, hi.
I'm the mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi, Maggie.
Welcome,
Yay.
welcome. Is it Maggie? Uh-oh, we've lost. Do we have either one of you guys on there? It sounds like you've broken up
So
here.
I'll just jump in. Yeah, it's all my life. And I think
All your life. Wow.
Yes. Do you want to expand on it, Maggie?
so. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Yes.
So, and I think it really comes from more stress than diet, because I feel like I have a good diet. So when I did the Moonbeam, it was really interesting how the only things I craved was almonds and cheese. But other than that, you know, it was amazing for that week. It felt great, and it was really great. And it really did help soothe that eczema that I've suffered with all my life. So I think the soup not only was a good food, if you will, I think it was also, for some reason, it was a good stress reliever too. So It was amazing. Marcel has always been my healer, and so it worked really well.
Maggie, did you find that you had some emotional release or some emotional settling as well when you were going through this?
I did, and that was the last thing I thought that I would get from this detox. I mean, I've done this before with other things, you know, lemon juice and honey and cayenne pepper. I've done other things, but for some reason, this really gave you some peace, and I can't explain it. I can't explain it why, but it did, and I was telling my husband that the next time we do it, I'd like to do it even longer, and because it was like a week, and it was a good experience.
Wow. Yes,
Mom,
that's
can I ask one
fabulous. Marcel,
question?
go ahead.
Do you remember telling me what your number one takeaway from the moonbeam diet was, though?
Uh-huh.
The number one takeaway, I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Tell me.
What
The
really
moonbeam.
got me when she was telling me this, her number one takeaway was her awareness of what she's eating and how it affects her body.
Mm.
I almost felt the same way when I did my challenge, because when we have a heightened level of awareness, that means we have a heightened level of consciousness. We're truly more aware of what our external environment, how that is affecting our health. And having that awareness being raised, that forever changes someone, what they're ingesting in their bodies and how their moods and their emotions, just their physical state is. And I think that is amazing, because I'm not perfect with what I eat, but I'm a lot more conscious of what I'm eating, and I'm more aware how that's affecting me. Even simple things like if I eat 2 hours before I go to bed, and how I wake up feeling refreshed, heavier foods, heavier meats. It's just amazing the level of awareness that comes when you do a moonbeam cleanse. You just really get to know your body like you never know before. And I just wanted to share that, because that really just hit me. She's like, yeah, I'm more aware of what I'm eating, and that right there is it's just amazing.
So well
Marcel, were
said,
you the
Marcel.
catalyst for Maggie, your mom, to do this? Were you the one that introduced
Yes.
it to her? Wow, there's that
Yeah.
contagious healing again.
Mhm.
And was it
All-
difficult to convince her, or did you know, explain that process a little bit? Oh, I think we've lost him again. He's frozen. Maggie, are you
They'd
there?
always ask, oh, what?
Oh, go ahead. Are you there, Marcel?
Oh, well.
Okay, we can hear you now, hon.
Okay. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry about my connection, but I would always try to explain what the 100-day training course is, how it affected me with Moonbeam. I was even trying to explain the dashas and the dhatus, how they all work like a ladder system. So I was telling them a little bit.
We lost you again.
Mhm.
Darn.
Uh,
Yeah, your connection is really difficult, Marcel.
I'll jump in.
Okay,
No,
Maggie,
it
super.
wasn't hard for him to convince me.
It wasn't?
No, I've watched Marcel's transformation for the last year, and no, right now, anything he says goes. I mean, it's just amazing.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. What a
Mhm.
beautiful connection you all have. How sweet.
I'm
Well,
very grateful.
yes, your contagious healing is working, and what a beautiful thing. And maybe we'll see additional family members on here in the future. That'll be beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your story and taking the time to be here to make an impact on so many people. Yeah, beautiful. Thanks so much. Yes, thank you too. We're giving you big virtual hugs.
Thank you both for being here today.
guys.
Exactly. I have another announcement, and I don't know if Krishna is on here, but his birthday is on Tuesday. And for those of you who are familiar with this program. You know Dr. Naram's son, Krishna, and it's his birthday on Tuesday. So if we can just send him all blessings, even if he's not here, we'll send him blessings. How about that, everybody? Just put some blessings for Krishna in the chat, and that will we'll get it sent on to him so he can appreciate that. That is such a beautiful thing. This young man is such an Krishna. Are you here? I'm looking in the participants and I actually haven't gotten to him. Doesn't appear that he's here. This young man is wiser than his years. I'm not sure how old he is, but not more than young 20s.
I think 22.
Is he 22 this year? Such a wise young man who is just carrying the lineage of Dr. Naram so gracefully with his beautiful, beautiful mother, Dr. Smita. So we are honored and privileged to have them on board with us in many of our calls and most of our educational experiences. So getting to know Krishna is a delight and such an educational experience. So yeah, share those beautiful wishes for his birthday. Additionally, we have Gaya, are you here today? We know that you have a story that you were going to share during the graduation, but we did not get a chance to hear from you. And so we want to give you an opportunity if you're here. And I do not see that at this time. Gaya's not here. If she happens to come in, Jonathan, keep an eye out for her, will you? And the next thing I would like to share is an opportunity to talk about the 28-day challenge, because right now, so many people are in the middle of it. And this is some people call it moonbeam challenge, but it's really mung beans, mung bean soup challenge. And I would love to have in the chat, anybody who's in the middle of that right now. I'm honoring you because some people started exactly 2 weeks ago. So you're halfway through. And I want to give an opportunity for those who are in the middle of this to share some of your excitement and what's going on in your life right now with regard to that. So chime in the chat initially, and then we will bring some folks on board to experience what kind of successes you are having with this. And while we are doing that, I'm wondering if Deb Lopez is on. Let me check for her, because I actually saw her in person a couple of days ago and she had such exciting stories to tell. And I don't see her. Oh my goodness. I'm going to turn the microphone over to you, Jerem, and offer you an opportunity to share or do whatever it is you would like to talk about right now as we get some people commenting in the chat regarding what you are experiencing in the 100-day challenge.
Yes. One of the things that jumped out at me, which was shared by one of the doctors, is that mung beans are kind of self-intelligent. The sense I get with that is that this has been a healing form for the Siddhaveda lineage for 2,500 years, and that the wisdom of that lineage is kind of installed in this beautiful food of mung beans that will sort of go where they need to go in our mind, body, spirit convergence. So if our emotions need some tweaking, the mung beans will kind of go there and do their magic. And the same with if it's our left knee or whatever it might be. And that always kind of was something I noticed when I heard people sharing about their experience with the mung beans, that they were just sort of this universalized energy gift from the lineage and from the shared experience that so many people have. So the fact that this 28-day cleanse is happening on a group level, to me, is very exciting. I chose not to do it because I've got a lot going on a practical level right now, but some dear friends are on it, and I see one, my friend Jillian there right now, and maybe she would like to share.
Hi, Jerem. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
Susan. Well, the backstory is I really hurt my back last year, gardening and doing, or I thought it was gardening. Turned out to be some other stuff. And about 3.5 months ago, I started a lot of herbs from Dr. Pranoff, I think that's his name. And then I've started the mung soup diet, which not diet, detox. And what I can say is that my back issues are probably 90% resolved. I still feel a little residual, but I know, Jer. I feel like I could be an infomercial for the mung bean soup because I've really started enjoying it, which is huge because it's just huge. And I'm just in great gratitude. My doc had initially put me on gabapentin. I'm off of the gabapentin. And so I'm just feeling more energized and clearer. So deep gratitude to all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jillian. That's fantastic. So glad to hear your back is doing so well.
Yeah, it is much better. Yeah.
Did you have experiences related to your digestion or related to your other areas of your health, Jillian?
Well, I've had a lot of problems with my digestion in the past. Yeah, but I'm pretty good to go at this point in time in my life, and especially with the mung bean. And I did the energy drink for the first time today. So I mean, I feel like I'm buzzing a little bit, but it's cool. It's all good. I'm enjoying it, all of it.
And how did you like the flavor? How do you like the flavor of the energy drink?
Oh my! Oh, it's out in the kitchen. I left part of it. It's rich. It's yummy. It feels almost like a dessert treat, actually. But it's great. It's really good.
Oh my gosh, I drink that almost every morning and it completely replaces my desire for coffee, completely.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. I'm glad that you shared that because that energy drink is actually inside of the Ancient Secrets book. And we keep bringing this forward because this is our wisdom right here. And it's such a, yes, there you go. Jerem's got it as well. Mine's a little more beat up than his.
The lower mileage version.
Right. Exactly.
It's got a new copy yesterday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You misplaced yours or whatever. So it's buried in your moving things.
Yeah.
Jill, is there anything else that you would like to share for anybody who hasn't been involved with any of this mung bean thing, and with the idea of the diet? It's not really a diet, it's a detox, and it's a change, right? It's a complete change of lifestyle. Would you like to share anything more with regard to your total experience, or with regard to how it's made you feel, or how it's affected your family?
Well, I feel a lot more energized. I think I went into this experience with a little trepidation because, well, just a lot of trepidation. I was amazed at how quickly I kind of got on board with all of it. And it's frankly been really easy. And I'm not one to cook. I don't like to cook. Gratefully, my husband does. But what this has done is it's helped regulate my eating patterns, which have been really bad. So I eat every 2 hours or so. I follow the directions explicitly. I'm a good girl that way. And so it's been really good in structuring my day. And I'm cooking. I'm doing the mung beans. I'm doing the puree of the vegetables. I'm doing it all. And it's been a real interesting experience.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your heart and your soul and everything that you're doing. You're offering contagious healing, and we're seeing some beautiful comments in the chat related to what you're sharing. And oh my gosh, everybody's supporting you in a beautiful way. So
thank you.
Yes, thank you as well, Jill.
Thanks for inspiring all of us, Jillian.
Right. Yes. Yes. Awesome. That's really awesome. And now I have received a beautiful announcement that Gaya has made it onto the call. So
Yay.
Gaya, if you would be willing to unmute yourself, we know that you did not have a chance to share your story during the graduation, and we want to hear what's going on with you and how things are changing for you with regard to this whole process of maybe the 100-day challenge, maybe the 28-day challenge. What have you gotten into here, dear? Are you there, Gaya?
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Yes, I can't even describe in words how happy I am because I read Dr. Clint's book and then joined the 100-day training was really to get rid of my migraines. I've suffered from migraines for many, many years. And in the past year during the pandemic, it got worse. I would have it weekly. It would last anywhere from 2 to 4 days. Usually when it was 4 days long, the second and the third day were the worst because I had sensitivity to light. I couldn't think, I couldn't function. I wasn't able to make right decisions. And I just really felt like it was holding me back in my life. And I just felt like, if this is what aging is like, I don't want to get old, I'd rather die. Like that's really the feeling that I had. And so the first week of joining the course, I immediately booked my consultation, and it was with Dr. Ronak. And I was really blown away at how Dr. Ronak was able to tell me what was happening to me, and in just like, within that 10-minute call. And so since then, I've been taking the herbal supplements. I've applied the diet change that he had suggested. And it has been 9 weeks since I've had an episode. So I'm not completely there yet. I still have the feeling of tension around my neck and my shoulders, and still working on that. I did purchase the kit for the detox. I postponed starting because I was going on a trip and I thought I wouldn't be able to do it efficiently. So I will be starting with on the 22nd with my team leader actually on my pod, Janet Swartz. So we're going to be starting together on the 22nd.
Beautiful, beautiful. Gaya, can you turn on your camera, dear? Is it possible?
At the moment, I'm not in a position to do that.
Okay, okay, very good. Well, we are so excited about what changes are happening in your life. And has this affected your family? Has this affected, any additional aspect of your life that maybe, was sort of not expected?
Yes, it's funny. I was just talking about this to a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in a year last night. And I told him, I said, I really cannot even describe to you the changes, the transformation. And all of a sudden it's like the gates open and it just keeps flowing, like angels walk, to me, come to me. And I'm like, I don't know exactly what did I do to bring this on? Like it's just been so great. Before I started the course, my daughter actually asked me, and she asked me, because I just became so numb to life with the pandemic, my headaches. And she asked me one time, she said, what is it that you want? And I couldn't answer her. I was like, oh, wow. I was like, wait, I don't know, and ever since the training and learning the marma and doing the what do you want, asking myself, now I'm really able to say what I want, and I have a better perspective and clarity. And so I am so happy. And I still wonder every day when I wake up, I'm like, how did this happen? Like, what was it that I did? Because I don't see that, I just see the results, but I'm still trying to figure out, okay, how did this all happen? Like, what did I do to deserve this? You know, had it always been there, but I didn't pay attention to it? So I'm still questioning those things, but I feel so much happier. And, you know, I have a tendency to like not really mentally show my stress. So when during the pandemic, people were asking me, "Oh, you lost your job, but you don't seem like that. You're not down or depressed." And I'm like, "Well, I can't be that because then I won't be able to move forward." But where I hide it is in my body. So where I feel all the pain is in my body. But now really it's starting to release, and I'm so happy. I'm just so ecstatic. Like I said, I wake up grateful every morning, and I ask the question, like, how did I do this? So now my mission is really to give back, you know, because it's just a miracle that all of this happened in such a short time. I've had other health issues in the past. I've had asthma. I suffered from eczema, and I've gone to doctors with my headache, and it's always like, oh, take this, you know, do this, but it never got rid of it. And so to me, it was amazing that in such a short amount of time, I was able to understand why it was happening to me and able to get rid of it. And I want to continue to do that and maintain that. And I have now, you know, been buying the book and passing it along to the people around me. So the first person I actually talked to about this is my sister-in-law, who I'm very close to. I shared the book with her, and she immediately purchased the book. And then just 2 weeks ago, did a consultation. She now ordered the supplements. But the funny thing was that she had called me and said to me, "Hey, I just, you know, I've been suffering from migraines." And it was exactly the same symptoms that I had. So when she told me that, immediately I said to her, "Look, you need to book a consultation," you know, and I gave her the link and everything. And now she's going through the whole, you know, taking the herbal remedies and home remedies. I've been sharing it with her. So I'm so happy. So my goal is, you know, to help people one individual at a time, one household at a time.
Wow, Gaya, you see here, there's people giving you comments on here. Gaya, you are not alone. I'm happy for your transformation. People are giving you so much support out there now. Thank you for sharing in such a deep and meaningful way. Your sharing is going to be the catalyst for others who you may not have any idea are going to change their life as well. What a beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And now we have the possibility of Rajani. Rajani, are you on the call? And we are wanting to honor you in such a big way. If you are, unmute yourself, dear. And we want to honor you for the passing out of the herbs that you shared with so many poor people on Dr. Naram's birthday. Are you there, dear?
She's not on the call, not that I can see, Rochel.
Thank you, Savan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you chiming in. Well, the next thing we want to do, and I'm going to hand this over to Jerem, we want to just sort of touch base with the importance of the introduction in this beautiful book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. So Jerem, would you open up the conversation about, I love that, about the introduction part? And I know many of you have read this because Dr. Clint sent a notice out to do that. So while he's sharing, I want you to chime into the chat. What parts of the introduction to the book were meaningful and really spoke to you?
So just to begin with, Dr. Clint brings this phrase at the actually the pre-introduction up several times because it is so powerful, which is, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you. Love will teach you.
Mm.
So in the introduction, Clint shares a lot of his personal experience. And he talks about how the part that we sort of don't quite recognize as fully as we could is our own powerful to love and to create positive change within ourselves and radiating that to others. So it's a powerful story that he carried with his own experience with being a very straightforward person with Western medicine, and that he met Dr. Naram not knowing anything about this form of healing, Siddha Veda, Ayurvedic medicine, etc., and thought it was basically not worth studying at all, to use a kinder word. And as he got to know Dr. Naram, he started questioning his own beliefs, which he very clearly admitted were very strong and did not just shift overnight for him until he had a very personal experience with his dad. And the experience he had was quite moving and quite powerful, not only to him, but to his dad and to everyone he shared the story with. So at this point, I'd like to see from those of you who have read the intro and to have any kind of, what's your takeaway from the sharings in this introduction, which to me are very powerful. Anyone like to share verbally right now?
So I want to just touch base for just a moment. I don't know if you guys, I mean, when you were reading this, did you feel the gold that's just in this beautiful introduction? There's so much power just in the introduction, which is so short. It's the demonstration of deep, amazing love that Dr. Clint has for his father, but I mean, just the wisdom that shines through in this. The first sentence in, after the table of contents, you are not reading these words by accident. You and I are connected, and this community has come together because of that statement right there. We are all connected in this ancient lineage of wisdom and growth and expansion and healing. And what a beautiful family we have created. All the time during this interesting COVID experience, I didn't know any of you before this thing started, right? And here we are becoming amazing, Zoom friends over the course of the past year or so. And it is because we are all connected through this incredible lineage. We didn't come here by accident. We came here very much on purpose. And now Dr. Naram has his arms around each and every one of us, holding us in an embrace that shares this wisdom and allows us to speak his wisdom through us, which, oh my gosh, I'm so moved by that. And we have, let's see, I want to see if there's any comment.
In the waiting room. Yeah. I saw there are 3 people in the waiting room. So
let's see here. So we have some people with their hands up. I want to call on you and just see Marie Asin. I hope I'm saying that right. Is there something you would like to share, dear? If so, unmute yourself, and maybe if you wanted to come off or come on video, that would be excellent. Okay, Marie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Do you
Oh,
hear?
wonderful, wonderful. Can you come on video?
I'm not able to come on video. Next
Okay.
time I will be there. I'm so glad that I made it because I was feeling terrible today, and not terrible of being sick, being ill, but I was seeking for something better, something inspiring. I saw the teacher from Art of Living yesterday on YouTube. And I was so glad because I'm also a member of the Art of Living Foundation and I am a Marma therapist. I followed Dr. Naram on YouTube and I was so inspired. I ordered the book. We had to wait for some months, and luckily I have the book. Dr. Naram passed, but that is more, he left the body, because we can feel his energy. And I was not ready because I was answering your question. By the words, I love you, instead of I want to teach you, you feel the same energy of Dr. Naram.
Yes, yes.
And I thought, oh no, I'm so tired. I this, I that. I have a practice from Marma and other therapists. I really like the energetic way, which Marma is. When I did my exam, I wrote, it's the only really holistic of approaching one with the hands. And I'm so glad that I took the courage to come online.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you for sharing. Very inspiring.
I already put my name on the list for the coming 100 Days Challenge.
Yay.
Awesome, awesome. Are there any others who have put their name on the list? Chime in the chat if you put your name on the list already, or if you're planning to.
No. I didn't receive mail, but yesterday night I already signed in.
You are receiving such love from people, Marie. I am happy that you were able to find our community is coming in from Andrea. Yes, I love that. That's so beautiful. We are inspired that you are here. We are so happy that you found us as well. And we are here every Sunday at the same time. And wherever you are, it's actually 8 a.m. Pacific time. And wherever you are, you can do the math from that. Okay, dear? Thank you so much for sharing. Yes.
Thank you very much. And talk to all of you. Hope to meet you every Sunday.
Oh, yes. We look forward to meeting you too, dear.
Thank you.
Then we have somebody who is in the jam room. We don't know who this is in the jam room, but do you have something to share? If so, please come in.
Yes, I have something to share with you. I'm Vinod Sharma calling from Bangalore, India.
Welcome. Say your name again, dear.
Vinod Sharma, calling from Bangalore.
Thank you for being here. Welcome. Please share.
Yes, I have been inspired by Dr. Rogers and his book, and the first two paragraphs just captivated me like anything. Right now, I'm unable to share my video with you because I'm not dressed up, because it's 8:30 dinner time here in India. But I would like to share a few things with you that the traditional medicine in India, that's my mother's brother has shared. And I don't know how to make a video about it because it's about sand, mud, salt, and then limestone. This is definitely effective in healing the pain and also the mobility. I have been trying to share, and I have been trying to contact Carl Rogers on this. And I have been a great fan of Carl Rogers and also the great healer, as you know. I don't know how to put all these things together to share with you. I want to make a video and I want to share with you. What I just need is sandstones, sea salt, mud, and then limestone. These are the 4 things is required to heal the pain. And it will take hardly 3 to 7 days. This is what I want to share with you right now, and I don't know how I'm going to just share with you further, maybe a video or something, maybe a write-up, which I'm not very familiar with in English. I'm very Kannadiga. I know Tamil, Hindi, Kannada, and these languages. Somehow I tried today.
Beautiful. Thank you for your wisdom. And if you want to put that in the chat, you're welcome to do that. And part of what you're sharing is also in the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer book. So this is really helpful.
Yeah, yes, I do agree. But when we just demonstrate it, and I think it will be helpful for everybody.
Very good. Thanks so much. So Jerem, we are, it has come to time for us to go into the breakout rooms. Yeah. Do you want to introduce that to folks?
Sure. So we're going to give folks an opportunity to be in a small group. Usually we'll have maybe 4 to 5 people, sometimes 3, in a breakout room, and have a few moments to share what your takeaway has been from the Ancient Secrets introduction to the book, or anything else that you have experienced or seen in your experience with the using this material, this wonderful healing material. So in a moment, our wonderful tech wizard, Jonathan, is going to give us the opportunity, and we're always incredibly grateful to Jonathan for keeping us on a technical beam of clarity. Jonathan, anytime you're ready, we can set up the breakout rooms.
And make sure you stick around, because we have a very special Emmy Award-winning musician who's going to be here after the breakout to play some of his incredible music for us. And all of you know Malcolm, if you've been around, but yeah, he will be sharing his wisdom and his music with us right after the breakout. So come on back.
Okay. Yeah, if you haven't heard Gary, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Okay, so here we go. It's pretty straightforward, and all you do is click on the join, and we'll be in there for, I think we're going to be about 10 minutes altogether, Rochelle, I forget.
Yeah, you'll see a notice when we're getting ready to close it down.
And what do you want them to share in the breakout room?
This would be the takeaway from their experience with the introduction to the book, or anything else from the study of this material that they'd like to share with that smaller group.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and each person should get about 2 minutes maybe to share.
Right. So we're going in now, and we'll see you on the other side in a few minutes. And you just click on join, and you will be instantly teleported there by Jonathan. Here we go.
Sounds wonderful. What were you experiencing from the intro yourself? And
You
if
know,
anybody else
it's
is
been a
in here,
long time
chime in.
since I read it, you know, actually. So,
Uh-huh.
I just, you know, when I first got this book, I read the whole thing in the middle of the night, start to finish, because it was just so amazing. Everything just had so much Shakti in it. So,
I know exactly what you're saying. I was reading
Yeah.
it so quickly myself that I think I was missing the fine points because it was so, I just want to absorb every bit of it.
Yeah. I think it was I can't remember, was it the most powerful, was Rabat, was that the first intro or was that the first?
That's in the first chapter.
That was, it was just all of these stories just brought everything to life. So anyway.
Yeah, Mariaja, am I saying that right? Marija? Help me. Are you there, dear? Unmute yourself. I see you there, so I thought I'd bring you in the conversation.
I somehow missed the group, so okay. Yes.
Is it Marja?
Okay, yeah, it's Maria.
Maria, okay, beautiful.
I'm from Finland. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And tell us, Maria, how are you? How have you experienced the introduction part of the book?
Yes, I read it already, maybe in November or something like that. It was after the passing of my mother. She passed away in October 18th, and
I'm sorry for your loss.
And so after, it was very, very impressive, all this book, and then I was also participating the 100 days course, and now I'm in detox also. So.
Oh, wow.
Of course, the case of that girl and how her mother was fighting for her life and how they saved her. It was so touching, and I like that Dr. Clint was so honest with his skepticism. So it's like. If you get skepticism, it's already in the book, so you like it makes it more, you can trust it like more, and it's more realistic. So I like the style how he's writing, how he wrote the book. Yeah. So
were you a skeptic initially too, Maria?
Actually, I wasn't so much. No. I'm actually a medical doctor, but I've been cooperating with healers, so I try to be open-minded. And now, after the detox, I could stop all my medication. I have had a hyperactive thyroid gland and arrhythmias, and I had to take heart medication and thyroid medication, but I don't take them anymore after the detox. Yeah. And I had also knee problems, and they are much better now. So I lost about 4 kilograms weight, and
really?
And I have been eating mung bean soup for maybe already 3 months or something like that. So, but I'm making the detox also, because when I made the detox during the 100 days course, I didn't take the herbs because it felt too much. So now I'm also taking the herbs, and it's no problem. I feel okay. I have no nausea. It's quite okay. I don't even notice that I'm in detox. So yeah.
I'm really inspired. You are not, amongst your peers, you are an anomaly, I think. Really, because, there's so much doubt in the Western world with regard to Western medicine, and the fact that you are open to this and to be using it for yourself, and therefore to be a catalyst for others to also use it is really, really powerful. Yeah.
Well, because when you are a doctor, you know that there are cases that you can't help people. And then you try to find out another way. And I have seen that, we have such power inside us all. And so it's very touching, this whole story, and all these old manuscripts, and I visited the Himalayas, how you say, Ladakh. It's south, so not south, but north of India.
Uh-huh.
And I have been in Buddhist monasteries there, and I have seen those walls that they are behind the window. There are so many old manuscripts. It was so incredible to see. There is so
Right.
much knowledge there. So it's so interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
So,
interesting. Yeah. And this is, so you bringing this type of wisdom into the, allopathic medicine is so, so valuable.
yeah.
I honor you, and I really am so impressed by this. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you.
And your service to your patients and to humanity is huge. And for you to have this open-minded interest that permeates to so many is really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, Gail, did you have anything more you wanted to share, dear?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. How have you experienced the changes that you've had with regard to the detox and the moonbeam experience and, generally speaking, the book in itself?
Talk to me.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. I loved the course. The mung bean soup has been amazing. I'm trying different ways to make it. So sometimes I have to put it aside and go to khichdi instead for a change. I did do the 28-day detox in January, and that didn't go so well. So I'm hoping to do it again. Day 7, when you're supposed to let everything go. And I was extra constipated. So I'm looking forward to doing enough of the prep work between now and the time I do it again that I can experience what other people experience. But I've lost weight, gained clarity. So I've had some great changes. The pain has decreased in the body. So it's been good overall, but yeah, sometimes it's been a little more challenging.
Have you had some positive shifts though, as far as the, your discomfort and such?
Yeah, just 50% better in the health.
Oh my
with the pain.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you have pain in specific areas?
No, just kind of overall muscle pain, almost like a fibromyalgia, because I've had that years ago, and I don't know whether it sort of came up again for me to let it go for good this time. I don't know.
Right. Wow. That is huge. 50% reduction in pain.
Yeah.
That itself is just a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ancient secrets. I love these things. They're so fabulous. Wow. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Gail. That is really inspiring. And for the few people that might be listening in that aren't actually on the camera, I bet that story is touching them as well. So it's really important to share that. It's so moving, and thank you for doing that. Yeah. Very good. Beautiful. So I'm thinking that we have our group coming back here very shortly, and they will be here. And I thought I saw Uzi, but I don't see him now. And it would be wonderful to see what others have shared inside of their group so that we can get a feel for, the story inside of the introduction is the story that Dr. Clint shared about his father and his love of his father. And when his father called him home from India, when he was, felt like he was dying. And oh my gosh, I can't imagine having been in that place. And you can almost feel the cringe that Dr. Clint experienced when he got this call, and he didn't even know what the call was about. His father's just told him, come home, son, I need to talk with you. And, this isn't just a short 2-hour trip. He's calling him back from across the planet, right? And he finds out how difficult it is that his father's been struggling for so long and, you know, been such a pillar in the family that he didn't really let that be known. So this was so huge with regard to breaking Dr. Clint's mind open a bit. Welcome back. For those of you who are coming back, we see you joining in and we're glad that you're here. And for those of you who are in the breakout rooms, share in the chat what what were some of your takeaways so that we can see what kind of important things were shared in there. I know that intro part of the book is so powerful and so meaningful, and just the story of love that Dr. Clint shared in that aspect for his father, to me was so very moving. And Jerem, I know that you went into the chat. I stayed here in the room because we had some people staying here, but would you be willing to share some of the takeaways that you pulled through from your chat or from your breakaway? You are on mute, my friend. Unmute yourself. There we go.
Noticing. Okay.
Yes.
So Susan was just sharing how her what do I want was so powerfully speaking to her about, I want love. I want to love and I want to be in love and be love. And to me, that's what else is there? Yeah. What else is there? And Esther was saying something similar, and just how her life has been just feeling like a blessing. I think that's the word you used, Esther. And I totally get that. It's just we have this ability to much more appreciate the gift of life and the gift of every moment that we can experience this love, and to notice when we're not, and to have tools to step back into the love. And so that was kind of the gist of our breakout.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. What we're talking about here, for those that are just coming in, we're sharing some of the takeaways that you got from inside your breakout group. And I want to, Maria, are you comfortable coming on? Because we had a wonderful conversation regarding her being a medical doctor and still being very open to the ancient secrets. Maria, would you be willing to come forward to unmute yourself?
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, well, I participated this 100-day course, and I read the book in November. My mother passed away in October, so it was a hard time, and it gave me a lot of strength reading the book. And then I made a detox once already, and before that, I was taking medication. I had hyperactive thyroid gland about 10 years ago. And after that, I had some arrhythmias and some symptoms still. And I was taking medication, but after the detox, I just dropped it because my blood pressure got so low that I was like, oh, I have dizziness. So I couldn't even take anymore because it's for blood pressure and arrhythmia at the same time. And I also had knee problems. I have them much less now. I lost 4 kilograms, and I'm again in the detox course now, and I'm taking also the herbs. First time I didn't take all the herbs, and I have no problems with this detox. I don't even remember that I'm on detox because I've been eating mung bean soup for 3 months now. It's like normal. And well, I'm also taking care of my daughter's twins some days a week. So when they are with me, I can't eat exactly at the time as I should, but I try to eat what I should eat when I have time to eat. So I'm not doing 100% because it's impossible with the twins. So they are 2 years old. So
wow. So are you finding, Maria, that you are sharing some of what you've learned with your patients as well?
at the moment, I don't have the opportunity because, well, I'm working online. Actually, I have retired already in October. I'm 65, but I'm still working. I made a new agreement, so I work online 2 or 3 days a week in occupational health. So I'm more like making health checks. So not very much like consultation and so, but of course, you can always recommend some. Well, at the moment, I just don't have that kind of patients that I could, they are more a bit different field what I'm working. But of course, I can do it to my friends and relatives, and I'm very interested in like making a bridge between the conventional medicine and this, because we have so many diseases, this diabetes, hypertension, that are just like lifestyle related, high cholesterol, atherosclerosis, all these heart problems, ischemic heart disease, and so so you can do a lot yourself. You can just eat differently. You can move, and you can do so much, not only taking pills. And so it's very interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful that
Yes.
you are amongst us here, and that, you know, you bring the allopathic wisdom as well as connecting to the Ayurvedic and the Veda, Seta Veda wisdom,
and
which is such a
yeah.
beautiful marriage, right?
And also seeing this marmas, when I have patients for 1 year with this frozen shoulder, I just can't do anything, and then I see that, whoop, what's happened, and they do like this. And here we saw the videos. We saw those videos. I haven't learned these marmas exactly myself, but I want to learn them too. If you can help, so why not?
Oh my goodness. Well, obviously there's more opportunities. Thank you so much, Maria, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
We are so excited to have you on board. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you. And Rochelle, I'm noticing Tony Yates has been waiting patiently for a while here, and I wonder if we could unmute him.
Beautiful. Come on in, Tony.
Hello.
I've been watching your beautiful smile for so long, and I'm so glad that you're coming on now. Thank you for joining us.
Well, I just love. I don't make every call. I just love being on these calls. I'm on day 15 of the 28-day detox. I've lost about 8 pounds. My blood pressure's gone to normal. It's been 3 years. It's been high, 160, 170 over 100. It's now normal most of the time. Yeah, I mean, I could go on, but if I took, it's, my shoulder, which I couldn't move, there's still painful there, but I couldn't go to there before. I just feel cooler and just more happier in myself. And my wish was at the beginning was to be at peace, inner peace. I just want, I've been, as we all do, these voices, this chatter that goes on and on and on. I just want to find to be more comfortable with it rather than thinking I'm going to be enlightened like tomorrow. I just want to come to a place where I can just live with it, and I feel like I am getting to that place, which has meant some things in the family that have been going on for quite a while have kind of during this 2 weeks have actually kind of resolved themselves. Some conflicts that have been going on with people, and actually people around me have found their place with it. All my family are eating mung bean soup. My twin daughters, my mother-in-law is living with me. I've managed to get her off a cup of soups and things like that. But I was talking to, in the breakout room, I was talking to Vincent, who I believe is a friend of yours, Jerem, and he's he's a lovely guy, and makes me feel like an old timer. I think it's his first time doing this, but this is my first time actually speaking. So there we go.
Oh. Well, Tony, we are so excited to have you on board. My goodness, your story is going to be inspiring many people that are out there. And wow, thank you for, what can happen at, if this already happened from, what did you say, 16 days?
I'm on day 15 now. I'm in
15 days, okay.
my cravings are gone. I wouldn't go that far, you know, because especially as I'm the main cook in the house, I look at everything. It all looks wonderful. You know, it's not cravings really. It's not cravings. It's just, but just one of the things that Vincent said just briefly was about suspending disbelief, about the takeaways. Is there something about suspending disbelief and reading the book, which mine's all tattered. I might as well read my tattered version. You know, I really want to do my, you know, it just gets thumbed through again and again until it's falling apart. But it's something about suspending disbelief, and he said, you know, in organised religions we do it all the time. We suspend disbelief. I thought it was a really poignant thing, you know, that we quite happily do that. But there's something about the book that is a journey of Dr. Clint's of suspending disbelief, and just kind of at some point we all have to make that leap, you know. And I know for Vincent, he's had a kind of debilitating health issue for some considerable time, and he is making breakthroughs, you know. And we're talking about, you know, does it just happen to other people? Can miracles happen to me? And when I was going through my detox, I talked to Dr. Pranav on the day, on the 7th day, and I said, oh, this is like a miracle for me. Yeah, and I thought, well, actually, it's a miracle, and it's a science. It's a science of miracles. It's like for me, it's both. It's a science, and I don't forget that it's a science as well. This is thousands of years of developing and honing things down. So for me, it's like miracles and science woven in together. So that's my share.
Beautiful, Tony. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I love that you're combining these ideas, you know, the miracle concept with the science concept, and they're coming together. And that's true, because Siddha Veda is a science. And so they're coming together and making it feel like what's happening inside of us is a miracle, because we've not experienced it before. And that's what's so beautiful, right? We've not experienced that before, and it feels like, and it happens so quickly. It feels like a miracle, but what a brilliant statement that you've made there. Yeah, I love that, Tony. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story. It's so important.
Thanks for your beautiful story, and glad you got a chance to meet my dear friend Vincent.
No, he's lovely. He's really nice.
He's a great being.
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, our next honor is to hear our dear friend, Gary Malkin. And for those who have been here for a while, you know Gary, and you have come to love him like we have. And for those who have not met Gary, Gary is I believe it's a 7-time Emmy award-winning composer, and he has so many amazing accolades out there in the world of composing for different films and other types of projects. But I would like to share from my heart that what I love about Gary is, I mean, I love his music. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But the heart that comes through on this amazing man, and the wisdom and the connection to source that he has in his words alone is so brilliant. So Gary, thank you for being here. We are offering you this beautiful time for us because we love what you do and what you offer. And following Gary's beautiful music, we will have some announcements before we close the call. So Gary, please share whatever is on your heart and whatever is in your fingers.
Well, for those of you who might have heard this before, it might be a little bit of a repeat, but it's not, because it's very fresh to me right now. So almost exactly 2 years ago, I was in a room for two with Dr. Clint in the Ayush Shakti clinic in Mumbai, doing the Panchakarma. And it was a life-changing experience for me. And I want to re-emphasize that you don't need to go to Ayush Shakti, as you all know, by evidence by the miracles of this call in this community, to have a transformation. But for me, I really needed to get away from my life, because I have the balance between doing and being in my life has been really not, shall we say, not ideal. So, and one of the things I've noticed is, you know, a great reference point for how you're doing with regards to your, what I would call your vibrational intelligence. I've been through a journey where, you know, we all know about our IQ, and we all know about emotional intelligence, or most of us do. That's been out for 30 plus years. And then I tried to create a work 20 years ago called Graceful Passages. And you've been hearing many of these spoken word and music works to try to help introduce the concept of spiritual intelligence, which is beyond denomination, accessing the awe and the relationship to source itself through great mystery, through this tool of spoken word and music, right? But I found that there's still too much adolescent behavior around my way, or the highway around spirituality. Religious denominational wars are still governing the planet in a very sad way. So I thought, well, what goes beyond spiritual intelligence? What actually reflects the laws of physics? And that's when I was graced enough to be involved with the movie Thrive, which talked about the quantum field. And for those of you who've never seen that movie, the first one came out in 2011, changed my life. And the new one has just come out this last September 2020. Go to thriveon.com and you can actually see it for free right now. In fact, I have a link where I can put it in after the call, after my moment of speaking. But you can go to thriveon.com and check out the new film for free. But it talks about the unified field. And I've been discussing for a number of years now this concept of vibrational intelligence. And what I really come to see is that a great indicator of how your vibrational VQ is how are you in relationship to being, and what is your ratio between being and doing, right? And when I started to really look honestly at myself, my ratio was like 90-10. It wasn't very healthy, and I started to realize, being behaviors, resting, napping, walking in nature, singing songs, reading poetry, telling stories, painting, doing things that take you into your integrated hemispheric experience of right-left brain, right? That's being. And of course, we can be and do at the same time, but most of those people that do that really well are enlightened or are pretty darn evolved, So then I thought, well, what's doing? It's to do, it's strategizing, fixing, fulfilling obligations, doing all these things. And I found that my whole life my meaning was fulfilled in the 90% of my life, doing. And that's when I realized, holy cow, I'm not a human being. I'm a human doing. And I got to do something about that. And so that's one of the powerful things that happened to me in Ayush Shakti. Not only did I profoundly change my biochemistry in my body, not only did I lose 30 pounds in a month, which was actually, frankly, a little too fast because I gained it all back about 9 months later after a back injury. But what I realized was that my relationship to being, as it enhanced by just being all month with what was happening in my body, suddenly I had this download when I realized, and some of you have heard me say this before, but it has a whole different meaning now. I suddenly realized, holy cow, I don't have to attach to my family system. I don't have to define my identity based on my heredity. I can define my existence by the field itself and by the unlimited possibilities of being attached to the quantum field itself, to the all that is, right? So I'm going to stop talking because I know we don't have as much time, but I just want to say that I touched something and I literally had this download in the steam box of the Ayush Shakti clinic. And I walked up to Clint afterwards and I literally start sobbing and I prostrated and kissed his feet and said, because this was a gift, he gave me this gift this month. He and Dr. Ram gave me the gift of being a month there. And I went, do you have any idea what you have given me? This is going to change the trajectory of my life. And sure enough, it has. So the real objective was, could I do this myself without the support of being basically in a clinic where I couldn't do all my addictions, right? Well, I am proud to say I am 4 weeks. I have been having nothing but mung bean soup and salad, and I've lost 15 pounds. I don't know if you can see it in my face. I am happier in my body. I wake up and I'm lighter. And at this time, I feel like the obedience to the capacity to believe that I can live a life of higher frequency, that I can live a life of fulfillment, largely also supported by my team of the legendary mentoring community as well. I feel like it's never too late to grow younger every day. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm going to be 68 in 10 days, 9 days, May 25th. And I feel really good. So I'm going to share a song with you that I produced and arranged. I didn't write this song, but I produced it for a very dear friend who's a phenomenal spiritual teacher. I've never shared this song with you guys, but for me, after more than a year of being alone, sheltering in place and all that, I realized that the truth that this song reflects is so important for extroverts like me. I don't know if many of you are as I am, I feed off being with others, right? And so what a powerful learning experience I've had learning how to meet my maker by being at peace with my own relationship to source. And so I'm going to play this song. Hopefully we'll spotlight during it. And I just want to share two things. This is not just entertainment. This is entertainment. So this is song medicine for flow and fire, right? So when you hear the song, allow the song to go into your bones, into your cells, into your heart and your soul. So it means something to you. And remember, and it's like an affirmation, right? And another key, when the song is done, allow, as the song dies away, allow the metaphor of the song, it's kind of like the ocean of the quantum field, meeting the land of 3D reality, of 4D reality. Allow that moment where everything's getting quiet to receive the benefits of your practice, the benefits of your listening. And rather than feel like you have to feel awkward in the silence, the sweet amrit, the sweet nectar of what that song has given us is very analogous to like a little death and a little birth. So milk it, enjoy it, allow it in a group context. There's something very magical about that. I'm going to play this song. It's called, well, I'll just play it and you'll see what it's called because it's perfect. And by the way, for those of you interested in how to get my music, how to know about Soul Song, how to know about my mother's GoFundMe campaign, all that stuff, because my mom's healing and she's getting slowly better, but she's still struggling with her breathing and she's still at high risk for pneumonia. So I'm going to put in all those links in a minute, but I want you to hear this song. Allow this song to celebrate your commitment to life and to remember that we're never alone. Here we go. I need to share my screen. Okay, good. It's letting me, yay. And I wish I could read all the chats. I haven't been able to do that and talk at the same time. Here we go. Allow yourself, and hopefully remember when you're spotlighted, remember the generosity of your being. Just simply share it with your gaze. And you give us such a gift with your beautiful heart and soul shared on the screen. So if you don't want to be shared and share that, just turn your video off. But otherwise, I invite if Jonathan can do spotlighting, that'll be amazing. Enjoy. His name is Jason Schulman, and you can download this at my website as well. Here we go. Feel the joy.
When I ask why, you always say to me, why do you talk as if you're alone? I'm always with you, no matter the time or day. You are never alone. Never alone, my dear, never alone. Never alone, my dear, you're never alone. Never alone, my dear, never alone. You might think you're by yourself, but you're never alone. And when I cry, you always comfort me. You say, let those tears just roll on by. And then I feel your arm around me. You are never never alone. Never alone, my dear, never alone. Never alone, my dear, you're never alone. Never alone, my dear, never alone. You might think you're by yourself, but you're never alone. Turn your face to me and lift me up so high that I can see that I am always with you, never apart from you. Where I walk, you always walk with me. Never alone, my dear, never
Hi, everybody.
Never alone. Never alone. Never alone. Never alone. I'm never apart from you. Oh, never alone. Never alone. Never alone. You turn your face to me. You turn your face to me. Oh, never alone. Never alone. Never
So just feel how the sculpted vibrations of a song shifts the energy and awakens our capacity to feel our connectedness to ourselves, to God, to source, to unlimited possibility, to one another, the beauty of each other's faces, the beauty of our community, the beauty of the power of love to bring us together and to stand for our healing and not depend on or rely on only external medical professionals to take responsibility for our health. It's not only that, it's primarily us, and love will teach us. Thank you for the opportunity to share. I love the energy as we are remembering that we're never alone. Love you all. Look at the text feed. I shared all this stuff about Soul Song, about my mother's thing, and about how to get that music. And I love you guys. I love you, and I'm with you.
Gary, we are so
Gary.
grateful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did you see all the smiles? Oh my gosh. Everybody was just glowing when their featured video was featured. Wow, you brought such smiles to everybody's heart, and it showed on their face.
And do you see how shiny I am right now? Because I lost this weight and like my facial muscles are starting to show up finally for the first time. It's so exciting.
You always look amazing, and the heart that you demonstrate for everyone is so huge. And now we get to enjoy even a better looking guy. Thank you.
Well, better feeling guy, you know. I just love what came out of my mouth. It's never too late to grow younger every day is a great bumper sticker for me right now.
Absolutely.
So there we go.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you so much, Gary. We love you so much.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. It's such a blessing. Thanks, Jerem. Thanks, Rochel.
Yes, thank you. Jerem, did you want to share some announcements?
Well, I was thinking it'd be lovely to reiterate that the new 100-day course is beginning on June 5th. And for those of you who may be on the fence with considering it, I give it 5 thumbs up personally because I just loved it. And then there was the other course that was going to begin, and I'm not.
The Miracle Experiment call.
Miracle Experiment, right.
I don't know when the date of that is. So pay attention to that. Maybe you can get on Dr. Naram's Facebook page and it will be announced there for sure. And maybe Jonathan knows and maybe he doesn't. We don't know for sure. Okay.
Oh, somebody just put in 30th of May.
Oh,
no,
good.
I'm sorry. No, that's the early bird cutoff date. For
right.
the 100 day.
Right. For the 100-day challenge. Exactly.
Right.
Beautiful. Yeah. In addition, next week we are going to be sharing about chapter 1. So for those of you who are still here today, make sure you get your book and review chapter 1, and we will be discussing some of the takeaways from chapter 1 for next week. Okay.
It's an exciting undertaking to go chapter by chapter through the book. I do it personally just on my own reading time, but I always find something new when I reread a section.
And I'm with you on that, Jerem. What I have found is the first 2 times I read the book, I read through it so quickly because I was just feeling the energy of the book. And so I was just taking it all in a very quick way. But now as I'm breaking it down, I'm literally analyzing every paragraph. And there's such depth of wisdom in each paragraph that it becomes way bigger and way greater than it was before with just the overarching sense of wow, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's why we're going through it one by one right now. So this will be really fabulous. We'll look forward to having a conversation with you next time. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Jerem?
Yeah, a couple of other things actually. Gary's latest production of the, it's called Lotus, Gary. Yeah, you're.
Oh yes, we got to continue. Every call should always promote that because half of the proceeds go to the orphanage. And thank you for remembering that, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
You can download that at ancientsecretsfoundation.org. And it's a fabulous, I have to say, even though it's my work, it's a fabulous collection of amazing speakers, Reverend Michael Beckwith and Marion Williamson. And it's just, Brother David Steindl Rast of the Gratitude Movement. It's really, 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 and of course, most important, Dr. Naram. And it immortalizes this beautiful message. And more will be coming. I have a few more messages I will be setting to music. So thanks for remembering that.
Wow.
Yes. Our friends, Joe and Sue, our wonderful friends, brought it to a gathering last week and everyone was blown away. So thank you for doing it, Gary.
Wow. Contagious sharing too, Jerem. Thank you. Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Any way we can get Gary's music and Gary's gifts out to the world is a good thing as well, right? Okay, so everybody waits for this moment in the call. And so, Jonathan, we are getting ready to do our opening of the everybody's unmuting everybody so that we can all give
love you and I'm
everyone
with you.
and bless you. Yes, we're going to bless everyone with I love you and I'm with you. So go for it.
Love you, and
Love
I'm
you,
with
and I'm with you.
and I'm with you. I love you, and I'm with you.
And I'm with you.
I'm with you.
And I'm with
Love
you.
you, and I'm with you.
Andrea, love you, Andrea, so much.
Love you, Rochelle. Love you,
Rochelle,
Jerem.
thank you, Jerem. Thank you,
Sophia.
Jonathan.
Love you,
Love you, and I'm
Gary.
with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Love you, and I'm with you. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you,
Thank
Gary.
you.
Thank you, Anne.
Ciao, Gary.
Rosie.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Bene, tutto
Catherine.
bene, Gary.
Sophia.
They're all
Love you,
so
Esther
beautiful.
Maggie.
With you.
Love you,
Love you,
Padma.
Sonia.
Love
you, and I'm
Love
with
you,
you.
Love you,
Esther.
Bridget, and those
Love
fast fingers.
you.
It's a tornado of love.
Yes.
Love you, Esther.
Love you, Marla. Love you, Harvey.
Love you,
Love you, Vicky. Love you,
Bye.
Travis.
Love you.
Andrea, where are you? Andy.
Love
Again, I'm with you. Love you,
Mr. Francis.
Love you, Jerem.
Love you, Marja.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, Michael. Love you, Michael.
Love you.